All right, today we have my homie Autumn, the Aries, in the building. What's up, Autumn?
What's going on? Hey, good people.
Are we ready for these questions?
I mean, where's the define ready?
Well, are you as ready as you're going to be for these
I'm
questions?
as ready as I'm gonna be for these questions. Let's
Okay,
let's
okay.
get to it.
All right. So just know that you are free to just say the song, or if you have an anecdote, go ahead and give us the anecdote because we like backstories around here.
Okay.
But the floor is yours once I ask the question. So let's
Okay.
let's do it. All right. First question: what song reminds you of your first love? I had to put present love in here too because I don't want to be getting people in trouble. I got married people that I'm asking these questions, and I don't want no broken up homes. So, first love or present love
Mm,
or crush. If you had like the first crush and you remember a song that reminds you of that.
mm. um, I mean, if I go back to like my first like love, I guess. Um, Honestly, if I want to keep it a buck, it's like the Blue R. Kelly album. It's the whole thing. Like it's just like every single song on there.
The
And
blue. Which one is that?
it's R. Kelly. I think it's like the second it was his second album. The one with You Remind Me of Your Jeep, the one with
It was blue.
uh mhm.
Oh, I had it. I think I had the tape. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
The
So
second
that's
R. Kelly album. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. It's like
Born
the
to
whole
Sing.
thing.
Nope, that was the first one. The second. Okay. The next question is: most of us grew up in households where it's Saturday morning. We're either asleep or we've been up watching cartoons, and Mama says, "All right, y'all, let's get this cleaning done." Uh, and they usually put on some music. So the question is, what song either remind you of that time when you were had to clean, or what song do you use for cleaning now? Either one or both.
And so I'm gonna go to what reminds me, and it would be like she would turn the music on and then start cleaning, and then she would be like just about done with what she's doing, and then she would wake me up or wake me and my sister up or however that was.
Mm.
Um, oh, it's a couple. So the one I don't even remember the person who sang it, but it was called Somebody Else's Guy.
Mama's always playing some,
Right.
some
It was
stuff
like
like that.
alone and somebody else's guy. Like that's all I remember. Like that and um dun, 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 dun,
Love and Happiness, Al
love and
Green.
happy. Yes. That's what that reminds me of. Them was her jams.
And
Like
is there a go-to song for you?
child, I got a whole Saturday morning playlist that I listen to when I'm cleaning or not. It's kind of like the same type of vibe, but it's more it's like a New Jack Swing type of a playlist. So let's see, just some random song off of there. Teddy's Jam 2
Mm.
is on there. I'm Dreaming, Christopher Williams. It's mainly New Jack Swing stuff.
Okay. That's a good sound though. That's like
Mhm.
upbeat enough for you to like get some energy to start doing whatever you want to do.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. Times We
All right.
Share by Jodeci is on there.
Okay. Excuse me, y'all. I've been sipping, so I got a little indigestion. Um, what song reminds you, gives you a good memory of summer? Something either growing up or whatever,
No, that's
summertime.
easy. That's
What's that?
easy. Summer,
What?
summer, summertime. Like you gotta
Okay.
think about that when you think about summer.
Hmm.
Dang, that's the very first thing that comes to my mind. But man, I can't even really think. That's like the number one at the top.
Okay. Summertime by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the
Jeff
Fresh
and the
Prince,
Fresh
right?
Prince. Yeah.
Okay. What song brings up a happy childhood memory?
was I a child? Yeah, I was a child then. I want to say Fairweather Friend by was I a child? Wait a minute. No, let me think. Let me go back. I'm trying to think like I can see the whole scenario, right? So the
Mhm.
scenario is I'm sitting in for whatever reason, like I had this old desk or not desk, a dresser. And the
Mhm.
dresser used to be in my room, but we moved it into the hallway for whatever reason. This hallway is extremely narrow, but we moved it in there. And so I would take a chair and I would sit in the hallway and I would watch, I would be playing my games, Super Nintendo at the time, I think.
Mhm.
And I was singing at the top of my lungs. What was it? And my mom was like, "Girl, if you don't, what was it?" And I think it was Fairweather Friend. But I
I think I remember you mentioning this, and I
like
don't remember the name of the song that you said because you said this. I remember the dresser being in the hallway. I think you said it on your podcast, but I don't remember the song. It wasn't that. It wasn't
it
Fairweather
wasn't.
Friend.
Oh my god! It
Mm-mm.
was
It was something that your sister used to play a lot. So it was an older song
it was
probably because y'all
older
have a
than
bit.
that. Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Maybe it'll come to me and I'll come back to it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was definitely like singing like because I had a Walkman. And so
Mhm.
I had the things on my ear. So of course, you're singing louder than what you think you are. And
Mhm.
I'm like out there loud and wrong. Whatever
It
it was
wasn't
my
Love,
jam.
was it? By
No, it
Keisha
was
Cole?
way
Sent
before
from
that. But
Heaven?
like,
Okay.
like Super Nintendo was the thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It might come
Damn.
to me because I remember you saying the song. I just don't remember what it is now. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Maybe we'll come back.
Okay.
What song, if there's one, that brings up the best school memory? And when I say school, I mean like from like young, like elementary up to high school. If there's any song that like brings up like, man, I remember when I was whatever, whatever.
That is going to easily be Jodeci's um Stay. Forever My Lady. It's gonna be Jodeci's Forever My Lady.
Okay.
I tell this story all the time. I was in maybe 7th grade. I think 7th grade. And I remember watching it that morning before I got on the school bus to go to school and was blown away. And I think I hadn't seen it had probably been out for a couple of days, like it was came on the box or jukebox, whichever it was at that time. And it must have been out for a couple of days because I get on the school bus and people are literally talking about it and singing it. So I remember that like clear as day, just getting on that bus, like going back to my seat, and everybody on there like, "So you're having my baby?" Like it's just one of them things. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right. What song will get you emotional?
"Fly Like a Bird" by Mariah Carey.
Mm, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Easily.
Okay. What song brings up the best college memory or anything like like in your late teens, early 20s?
Um, no, Geek the Star Trek. Scotty don't want to give a star back a minute, and I got me a star. That one.
What song is that? I've never heard of it.
You heard it. Geeked Up by Jeezy and Fabo.
Oh, Fabo. See, I know that's your guy. I don't. I've never heard that song.
Yeah, the remix one. D4L and them.
Autumn was about to get crunk right now.
Girl, I used to get on this. I listen. There was this DJ, and he used to be every time he saw me coming up to him, he already knew what it was. He already knew what I wanted to hear. He like, I'm gonna play it. I'm like, is you sure? Because the night is going. The night is getting late. Like, what are we doing here?
You taking
But
too long.
you taking too long. But yeah, that's probably the one.
Okay. All right. What's a song from your favorite movie? There's a song that reminds you of your favorite movie.
Now I know you know the answer to this.
I think I should, but tell me.
Home by Stephanie Mills.
But is that I guess it is a movie. Yeah, it's a movie.
It's my favorite movie.
But she was in the play, not in the movie.
But it's her song. Let's not
Yeah,
do
you're
this.
right. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Her
Home.
song. Yeah.
It is a
Home
very
by
good song.
Stephanie Mills. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good rendition. I
Mhm.
do like hers better than Diana Ross's.
It is what it is. She should have been in a movie, but you know.
All right. Song that reminds you of a breakup.
I Believe in Love by Selena Johnson.
Mm. Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right.
I hardly ever listen to it anymore either, but I played it
Well,
out at some
yeah.
point.
Yeah. Sometimes we have to give it up because
Yeah, it
it's
was
been on repeat too much. I get
yeah.
it. All right. What song gives you inspiration? What song do you put on and it inspires you
Ooh,
when you need that pickup to be like, okay, girl, we got to pull it together.
mm, Your Steps Are Ordered by Fred Hammond on the
Okay.
Pages of Life album,
Okay.
the live version.
Oh, okay. Now, see, I got a commission song for one of mine, but that Fred Hammond was in that
Same
group,
thing,
so we
right?
in the same
Right.
same thing there. Okay, his voice just
Girl,
don't
he
even get
can
me
get the
started.
parties
I'm
he
about to
can
think
get the
about it right
gospel
now.
party started. Do you hear me? He can get the gospel party started. That
Woo.
it was a 2 disc album for Pages of Life. And so the
Mm,
second disc is the one that I listen to the most.
mhm,
It's like a live version of, whatever. But like sometimes you just have to remember that even though we don't get it, we don't understand, like, and even if there's no type of like higher power that we believe in, like we don't, even if we don't like subscribe to a specific religion or whatever,
mhm,
I don't know if we can deny that every step that we have taken and every step that we're gonna take is already mapped out.
mm.
That's just how I feel about it.
No,
But
yeah.
so yeah, that song is just like you get discouraged. And I'm like, and he just be on there like, your steps are ordered, child. And I'll be like, you ain't lying.
That's right. All right. Okay. What song reminds you of the cookout? So whether you were growing up, going to family reunions, uncle, aunts, whoever playing something at the cookout, or what what would you play now at the cookout? Or you can do both.
This is gonna be kinda you're gonna be like, "What?" Okay,
No.
so
No.
I'm sure you've heard me say that, like, over the years, me and my sister, my family, we would have a block party, that was basically a cookout for 4th of July. We did it for many, many years. It started with my mom, and then it went to my sister's house, and, at my sister's house, the whole block, everybody was invited, whatever. This so the song comes from during this period of my sister having the cookout, the 4th of July cookout.
Okay.
And so we used to do karaoke, and it was like real ghetto. Like it was just, it wasn't no screen, it wasn't no words, nothing like that. We just, had a mic and a little speaker or whatever, and it was what it was.
Mm.
It was literally Gangster Lean.
Wait, is this for my home? Is that Gangsta Lean?
Yes.
No, it is?
Yes. Yes. This is for my homies. And by this time we're drunk. Like the one year I had a flannel, it was hot as hell, but the one year I actually had a flannel prepared and ready to put it on. So, because I knew the song, I knew we were gonna do this. We also used to because we used to sing Jodeci, so we had Jodeci boots. It was like a whole
Mm.
fiasco.
Yeah, props.
But like I think it's Gangster Lane, which is crazy for a cookout.
I mean, back then, I could see that. I mean, I don't know how long ago that was, but
It
that
was
song was like very popular.
let's
Very
say
popular.
let's say around '07. Was it out then or was it before then?
Oh, '07? It was
Yeah.
out before then. It was our I was still in high school, I think, when that
Well,
came out, so
it was definitely
it came out in the
definitely
'90s.
okay,
Okay,
yeah.
well, y'all were still keeping it alive. It's okay. It's okay. That
Still
was
to this day.
Gangsta Lean, yes. That was the singing gangsters. I forgot their names. Was it D4L? No.
No, their names
Who
were, Gangsta Lean, oh, it's right,
we can just look it
I have to
up.
look it up. I can't even think of their names, but yeah, it was definitely Gangsta Lean, and them boys was blowing.
Who sings that Gangsta Lean? Now I wanna see. DRS.
DRS.
DRS. Where did I get D4L from?
Because
Okay.
because I said
Yeah.
D4L before, so
Okay. Alrighty. So, okay, next question is what song gets your day going? What song do you put on? You're like, all right, let's go. I'm ready.
like, right now, it's kinda okay, let's see. Um, gosh, it's like a variety of songs, but, like, I think right now it's kinda Euphoria. I think it's Euphoria by Kendrick
Okay.
Lamar right now. Um, yeah, like, if I'm really trying to just, like you know what I'm saying? Imma go on and turn on that 6 minutes of nothing but hot ass flame bars.
Honestly, I listened to that like 4 times yesterday on my way home
I
from work.
did today, cause remember we was talking about it yesterday and
Mhm, that's what
I
made me start listening to it. I was like, "Let me go back because I love me some Euphoria." And yeah, it does it get me hype. It got me hype on the way home.
like, you get to the middle of the song and you just be like, "Okay, I hate everything. I hate all y'all, so let's get up and do this. I know
Mhm.
I really hate y'all, but Imma go ahead and get on this computer." So, yeah, I think that's the one right now.
And the song kept going. Like, you think it's about to end? No, it's still more. It's a dope song. Okay,
It
I get it, I
really
get it.
is.
Alright, what song do you put on that relaxes you?
Um, and this song will probably hold true for probably some of your other questions that I failed to look at or failed to actually, like, really read before we got on here, but,
So
What You
good.
Won't Do for Love by Bobby what's his last name?
Girl, the first Bobby came to mind was Womack, and
Bowman.
that's not who it
That
is.
ain't
That's not
him.
who it is.
That
It's
ain't him.
Bobby Caldwell?
Caldwell, him.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That song, um, today, I don't know why, like, I listen to it so much, and it just makes me feel it makes me feel. So it's kinda
Mhm.
one of those, like, I could put it on repeat and literally just kinda, like, listen to it. Just, like, ever not ever turn it off. So, yeah.
Have you heard Snow Allegra's version of it?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I mean,
Mm,
it's alright, yeah.
okay,
But,
okay,
yeah, I've heard it. I've heard and, honestly, I think that hearing her version some time ago was what brought me back to this version.
okay.
So, yeah.
Alright. I got 3 more. 3
Okay.
more questions. Okay, what song would be the anthem of your life?
Ooh. Mm. Um, oh, that's a good one. Oh, one of them is When I Wake Up by Jill Scott.
Okay,
Cause it just kind of tells us I think that she's like, talking about love, but I think that you can like kind of make a play on that song, like just when you wake up and you oh no, I got another one. I got another one. Hold on.
okay.
Claustrophobic by why is his name? Um Claustrophobic by PJ Morton.
I don't think
That's
I've
the
heard that
one.
one.
That's the one. Because he
Okay.
basically talks about he basically kind of sums up his career up to this point, up to that point when he recorded it, and about how people how everybody just wanted him to fit in a box and just fit in this one thing, and he refused to, and he's like, I'm claustrophobic, I can't imagine just
Mm,
doing the things that you want me to do. So, I
okay.
think that might be it, because I've always kinda just been, like, even within, like, my immediate family, I've always kinda been like that black sheep, like, I'm gonna do things this way. Even if I learn, like, a lesson from it, you know what I mean? Everything you're gonna learn a lesson from, just about everything, but even if I, like, kinda
Mhm.
fall and bump my head, it's like, I wanna try it this way, or I wanna do this, or I wanna, I'm no longer I just can't fit into one specific thing. So I think
Okay.
that's the one Imma go with.
All right. If you were a genre of music, what would it be?
Imma say disco, 'cause I gets the shit lit. We gonna get
That's
the party going. We gonna get the party going up in here, minus the coke. We gonna get the party going. It's gonna be a nice, smooth little vibe. It's gonna be a turn up at some point. It's gonna be a, you know what I mean? Like, we gonna love, we coming out, we surviving, we're gonna survive. Um,
we gonna boogie.
we gonna boogie, we having disco fever, we staying alive, all of that. Definitely disco.
Okay. And I love me some disco. I
I
love some
miss
disco.
disco.
Ugh.
Oh my
Ring my
god.
bell? Come on.
What?
That is taste the honey?
It's so good.
Mm,
Like, I don't think people really realize, like, I feel like they just thought differently back then about music. Like, when disco really started to become a thing, I just
mhm,
think that it was like it's one of those genres that they were so far deep into the music. It's almost like a trance, right? It's like they're in
mhm,
a trance and they're singing, but they're there, but they're not there. It's like they're in their head, but they're singing it,
mhm.
and you're hearing every single thing that's in their head. I don't know. It was just a very different type of feel.
Disco is it. I used to go to, I don't think they have them anymore, but back in early 2000s when I was living in Houston. Well, actually, this was in San Antonio. We came to San Antonio, but they had this club called, no, they had one in Houston too, Polyesters. And the
Mhm.
club was a 70s, 80s, and 90s club. So it was 3 floors, and each floor was a
Ah,
different
okay.
thing. Like the
I've been
bottom
to a
floor
club
was
like that
90s,
before.
middle floor was 80s, top floor was 70s, but it had the theme in it. So you go to the 70s floor, it's disco balls, it's like strobe light, like all this stuff, and they're just pounding disco music. It was so dope to be in there. You're just hearing it. And I used to love, like,
Right.
I would go, all my friends would go. I'll go right up to the top to the 70s room and just be in there like jamming out. But that I love it. I love
Yeah, I
that
love,
era of music.
and you can and they can and people can always play on disco music too. Like, you can always find a hot ass sample, like,
Hmm.
out of some disco music, so I think
Yep.
that would be me.
All right. The last question. The last question. How
Mm.
has your taste in music changed? I'll add 5 years in the past 5 to 10 years, or has it changed at all?
Um, I think that as we so I'm a big 90s R&B girl, right?
Mhm.
And I think that as we moved out of the 90s and started to get a different type of R&B, and then we got to neo soul, which is kind of still R&B but kind of not. Um it shifted a little bit, and I kinda lost l like, truly, like, really listening to my 90s stuff like I was back then. You know, I kinda followed the I followed R&B up until I felt like I couldn't really relate to it in a sense, and then probably over the last 5 years or so, I came right back to it. I
Mm,
came right back to it. So, but I do like, you know, I discovered my love for disco music. I discovered, um I used to listen to a lot of gospel music. I don't listen to a whole lot of gospel music anymore, but when I do, you know, I kinda just go back to my roots and listen to the stuff that I was listening to. So I think my taste in music just kinda, like, revolves. And so also with hip hop, right? So, like, there was a time where hip hop I don't think back then it was, like, really, like, everything to me because I was more of an R&B person,
mhm,
but and I didn't listen to I listened to him, but I feel like maybe it was just, it wasn't, like, a whole lot of, like, girls in rap, really, you know, they kinda because they were kinda, like they would have a record here and there, but then, like, you know, there would be guys who would come out and it kinda just, like, overshadowed what the girls were doing, and like now you can't necessarily do that because of the internet, right? Because of social media, like
mhm.
they're gonna be just as loud. So I know, I mean, just as well as I listened to Trina back in the day, I'm listening to Megan Thee Stallion a whole lot right now, like
Mhm.
Glorilla, like you know what I mean? Like I'm listening to these younger girls, and like it's not even like it's not like a relating thing because like a lot of the things that you know when they be talking about certain things like maybe at one point in time like that might have been me, but I think I enjoy the bars. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I
The
enjoy
skill of
the
what they're
art,
doing.
right?
Yeah.
I enjoy the art, so I listen to a lot. So I think it's just kind of like revolving. I think it's just kinda like, one minute I'm listening to this, one minute I'm listening to that, and it's all I don't think I don't know if I can say that it's necessarily, like, changed much. It just kinda changes over time and goes, you know, I always go back to the things that I loved, so,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I dig it. Well, that is it. That's it on a question, so good job on that.
Sweet, I
Did
did
you
good.
remember what one was that? The childhood memory? Did you remember the
Okay.
song?
Um, it was, it had to have been, like was it, like, the New Jack City soundtrack? It had when was that?
I don't know.
It had to
Don't
have
know.
been like, I'm dreaming. It had to have been something like that. That was I
You're
was
gonna
really
remember it
and
by the
right.
time this comes out and just drop a comment when you do, 'cause
Imma have to because it's just like, I can't believe that I can't remember, like, but the memory is there. Like, the
yeah.
memory is there. I just can't remember exactly what song it was. Was it Anita
Okay.
Baker?
I don't
Child, I don't
remember.
know.
That doesn't ring a bell, but I don't remember. I do remember that story. I don't remember the song. But it's all good. All right, Autumn, I will give you the opportunity. I will open the floor up for you to let people know who you are and where they can find you. The floor is yours.
Okay. I am Autumn the Aries, host of the Lit Life podcast, where I encourage you to live your life autonomously. So you can find me on all streaming platforms under Lit Life Podcast. You can find me under all social media platforms at Autumn the Aries. I am top badge Autumn the Aries on the Tagged app. Please go to my YouTube and hit subscribe. I mean, I got some cute little stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm now doing like little video reviews and some little reactions. I'm going to do a whole list. Already have a whole list of videos downloaded that I'm going to look back on from like the 90s, the 2000s. Um, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Like they're pretty short, maybe, you know, 20 minutes or less. And I'm having fun with this. So y'all make sure y'all find me on. And that series is called Is It Lit or Not? So I always be wanting to know if how y'all feel about it. Where else can you find me? I think that's really about it. All socials at Autumn the Aries. I'm very, very, very easy to find.
All right, all right. And y'all know where to find me. Find me. And as many times as I'm saying this, I'm probably going to cut some of this out so it's not so repetitive because I'm on here every time with everybody. But go to my YouTube, J Network. That's where you'll find me. If you want to go to my website, it is www.jsquick3pod, JS Quick, the number 3, POD. But really, I be on YouTube. I'm trying to grow that bad boy, so feel free to pop up
Same.
over there and hang out. Also, check out Autumn's.
But your YouTubes are linked to your website too, right?
It is. If you go to my website, you go to videos, all my anything that I put out live or just recorded videos is on there. So you can actually click on that and be taken to my YouTube if you want. Some of the videos don't always upload for whatever reason, but it always gives you the link where you can just go straight to my YouTube. So either way, whatever you want to do, that's fine. That's where you'll find me. All my social media is also on my website. So feel free if you like to follow me on one of those apps.
Yep, and my
And
website too is, litlifepodcast.com, but again, if you just hit Google, you can find me, no biggie.
yeah, there we go. All right. So I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No, that's it, this was fun.
All right. We're gonna be out. I'll talk to y'all later. I hope y'all enjoy this series. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.